What it do, YouTubers? We back with another one. It's your boy, Shrug and Cheesy, and today we got fucking special for you. We got the godfather of rap, YouTube raps, Crypt, and we got Joey Nato, one of the best producers and one of the best rappers on this platform. He said, "Oh, it's me, son."
Oh shit! Started it off.
How you fuckers doing, man? I appreciate you guys coming out.
Oh man, I'm doing so much better now that we've already made fun of Joey.
It usually doesn't take long, but it's all good.
I didn't even get to say words yet, and there's already been some roast going on. This is great.
I kind of made fun of myself.
I know, that's what makes it even better. I love it, man.
But yeah, everything's good.
I appreciate you guys coming on. So what I wanted to know is what got both of you into rapping and or producing initially. Like, where did that come from? What brought you into it? And then why do you guys spit the way you spit? Because you guys have different styles.
Well, I personally am the best producer on YouTube. I make all my own beats, mix all my own music, do it all by myself. And
yeah, and if I may, I just really worked really hard at rapping fast over the years and just kind of just really narrowed down the art to like a T. And I don't know, man. I'm just one of the best choppers on YouTube now. I don't know.
Meek Mill is my favorite artist, despite his massive L's with Nicki Minaj. I love singing R&B. I have this thing called a bitch boy voice, and I like to really bring that out in a lot of my songs.
I like to eat burgers and freaking buffalo tenders on stream just to show how much of a damn fat ass I am. He's looking for blood.
Wait. Listen. All right. Joe?
You're going to see the whole breakup of the Crypt and Joey Nato tandem right here in this interview.
Joey's never called me a fat ass before until now. So things got real.
Oh, my God.
Hey.
He broke the seal.
All right, yeah, what was the question? No, I'm just kidding. You want to answer it first? All right, yeah.
No, man,
right.
you're the famous one here.
All right, so yeah, I started because my brother was doing it, and he was like going up to people in school with like a giant folder of raps and just pulling them out and just rapping for people. So he got known as Dan the Man. And then people just, I don't know, thought it was cool. And then I was like, hey, I want to be cool too. Then I started doing it, started recording like songs in a tape recorder in my basement and showing it to people at school. And they would laugh at me. And then eventually, 6th grade, finally got into a studio. And then kind of just became addicted to the process from there. But
nice.
Okay. So you've been doing it for a long time, since 6th grade? And before that?
Yeah, pretty well. 5th grade, I think I started like writing songs.
Oh, okay.
But that was, that was the beginning of it for me. I pretty much got to credit my brother for inspiring me to do it. So, yeah. And as far as producing, you guys are brothers. So I mean, but is that what happened with you guys?
Not really. It
Sort
was a
of.
brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got you. But yeah, with producing though, somebody just had to make the beats, and I was the one that had my parents buy me a keyboard when I was in middle school. And then that was the only thing they ever bought for me music wise. And then that was, that was pretty much it.
Sweet.
My story is really weird because like I didn't grow up particularly on rap music. I grew up on like hard rock, classic rock music. And my mom listened to like, the only rapper she ever listened to of all fucking people was Ja Rule, which is just weird. But
That's funny.
Yeah, mine stemmed from, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty and try to join Call of Duty teams. And they were looking for some funny, creative people. And for whatever reason, I decided to rap on a song just to show them I can do it. Yeah. And it turned out really shitty, but some people were scared to tell me no. So I kept going with it and eventually just kept doing it over and over again. I listened to Speed 'Em by Tech 9 and Eminem, and that's what like really sparked my interest for the quicker style of rapping. And then I really dove into Tech 9's discography, so he's like my main inspiration, but behind how I rap. Like I don't try to rap fast. It's just like my natural flow. Me and Joey talked about this the other day. I don't know if it's from how much Tech 9 that I've listened to, why I naturally want to rap fast, but it's just how I normally rap. It's a little strange. But yeah, mine stemmed from trying to be different on Call of Duty. It's strange. You see what I did there?
Yeah. Hey, I literally remember watching a video of yours before you blew up talking about how to rap faster, and you were saying open your mouth more.
Like open your mouth
wide. Yeah, man. Open your mouth wide.
Yeah.
Like that.
And he said to chew on wood.
Chew on wood. I do that all the time.
Hey, we're ducks up here, not beavers. You guys might not understand.
We in Beaver.
I get it.
But
And you said that's your name of your town, Beavertown?
Beaver.
Is that what you said?
Beaverton.
Oh,
yeah.
Joey's.
Oh, Beaverton.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
I pay
Gotcha.
attention.
You were saying, Crypt, like you grew up with like rock originally, so like
Mhm.
obviously you want to like dabble into other genres. Like, do you have any plans for that? And you too, Joey? Other genres?
I've done it a handful of times. I have a rap metal song called
Yeah.
"Locked Up" that I
Yeah.
think is my worst song I've ever made in my entire life. I've
reacted
also
to it.
done. Yeah, I know. I go for everybody else, but I've also done like a little country thing with "Down This River." At one point, I wanted to do like a 5 or 6 song country EP sort of thing. I used to be in a heavy metal band, so there's still songs on my channel where you can hear me playing guitar and all that shit. But I don't particularly want to delve into those genres. I really like rapping and I like this style. But every now and again, I'll get a wild hair and just be like, "Fuck you! I can make a metal song and I'll do it." But
Yeah, for me, well, R&B is something that I already do, in addition to rap, and that just reminded me of one of the funnier reactions that I saw from you guys and me, like just getting caught off guard when I did that song called "Serious" and I was singing,
Yeah.
and nobody like in this circle or in this YouTube circle was like doing that. I guess I don't know. So
Not
like,
then, yeah.
yeah, caught you off guard, but yeah, but you guys still accepted it and stuff like that, and like listened to it through. So I do appreciate that. You could have been like, "Oh hell no!"
I think we thought it was kind of dope, right?
I thought
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, because I mean, I like pop and R&B just off the rip because I mean, my friend Zach, well, he's like a brother to me, but he's a songwriter, and that's what he works on, and he's the one that like got me into like those other genres outside of hip hop. Like I was only doing hip hop until I met him and started working with him. So, and he's like wrote a track for he was just on the last album of it was with Chris Brown, a song with Chris Brown that he wrote, but it's called
shit.
Who's the freaking guy? Jacquees.
Oh, okay.
The artist, yeah. So he wrote a song that was up there with them. But anyways,
He wrote the song?
yeah, he's a songwriter. he like,
Damn.
yeah.
Ghostwriter, that's the
Yeah.
term.
Well, songwriter is the proper term,
Damn.
but
Crypt, you got me to want to
in
ask
hip-hop,
a
I
question about
guess.
someone else entirely that I'm not going to get into right now.
Oh shit.
No, it has
Wait,
nothing to do
hold
with
on.
you guys. It has nothing to do with you guys.
Oh,
but-
okay. I was
Hold
like,
on.
listen, open books. Let's talk about it.
No, I
The
don't
other
think you guys
thing-
were Ghostwriter, nothing like that.
the
Or
other
have
thing
them.
I would want to venture into would be country for sure, because I love country music, specifically like the pop country music, like the radio
Yeah.
country music. I just
Wow.
think it's dope, and I think it has some of the. I think a lot of country songs have some of the best songwriting that there is out there. I think, I don't know. I don't know. Country songwriting is just amazing to me, and it's always so punny, and it's like
Yeah.
all very done, well done, all well done. I don't know how to explain it, but
Joey and I talk on the phone pretty much every day for like 3 hours, and I did not know that about him.
you know I like
Yeah.
Rascal Flatts. You know
I
like
did know
Rascal
that,
Flatts,
but I didn't know
so-
you liked country at all. I thought you like hated it.
Well,
No, nah,
I know
Um,
Crypt's a
my mom
Upchurch
loved
fan.
it.
Are you, Joey? You guys
nah, not really. I don't
No?
really listen to
Oh,
Upchurch.
okay.
I mean,
Because
I've heard a few hip hop songs from him. Not like, so yeah, I haven't even heard any country stuff from him. I've only heard the hip
Really?
hop stuff, and I just know he has a lot of energy when he raps. But
Oh, dude, his
Yeah.
country stuff and his rock stuff is like what I'm a huge fan of. Like I like some of his rap stuff, but I'm a huge fan of his voice and how he sings.
Yeah, he's a really good
I gotta check that out then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like so that's what I'm saying is like you guys could probably get on with him, I imagine somehow in some future time or something, and do a
It's-
country song. Because you
No,
guys
we
both would
couldn't.
kill it if you want to do it. I've heard you kind of do that already, Crip. So like,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I've contacted Upchurch before, and we've talked very, very briefly. And he was actually supposed to be on YouTube Cypher 3,
oh
but
really?
yeah, but there was just like, I don't know. He was in the middle of making his own country album, and he asked me for my number. I gave him my number, but I never heard back from him after that. So maybe one day in the future, but I don't know. It's something I definitely have to keep working on.
Speaking on that, since you brought it up, this is why.
No, there's not a YouTube Cypher 4. Fuck.
That's not what I was gonna. That's not what I was gonna ask. I was gonna say I appreciate you guys fucking with us because we have like almost 5,000 subs, and you guys came back
I used to
and
have that.
contacted us. Yeah, yeah. Well, fair enough. You know where to start, right? So
Yeah.
I appreciate that you guys did that. So how was it when you were at 5K, and what pushed you forward to keep growing, and how did you get that, you know, that one song or these several things that blew you up?
You want to go first?
Sure. Like I said, my come up was so different than most other people's on here, because I was doing the Call of Duty videos back then, and it was a grind and a half to get. I think once I got to 30,000 was when like the grind took like 4 or 5 years to get up to 30,000. But then I did I think I did an Everything Wrong with Rap Devil around that time, and then like I caught the Eminem Rap Devil kill shot wave, and I gained 110, 112,000 subs that month. And like it
That's
just
crazy.
from there is when it blew up.
Damn.
I remember that.
But it was a struggle for sure. On my way up, trying to get people to see me, trying to people to see how funny I was and like the talent that I had, and like just being different on YouTube in the realm that I was in.
That's the thing. Like you like bringing something different that nobody has done to the table is really what will help you plateau. If it's something different that no one's doing, and it's kind of wrapped into the trending product, yeah, of course it has to be good too. You have to be entertaining. But if it even wraps into the trending stuff going on, then I think that's your ticket right there. But the hardest part is coming up with the idea.
Yeah.
And I was very lucky because someone basically said, Joe, here's the idea, do this. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. After months of saying, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm a rapper. I'm gonna just rap on my channel. That's what I do. Screw you. And but then eventually, like, my mentor like basically just told me like, yo, do this, try it, try Music Producer Reacts. And then I tried it, and then I was lucky, he shared the first video that I did, and he has like at that time I think he had less than 1 million subscribers, but he had a lot of subscribers. But
it's a lot still.
yeah. Oh yeah, he had a lot even back then. I think, I mean, honestly, 5,000 is a lot, to be honest. There's a lot of people that would like do crazy things for 5,000. Yeah. But I mean, it's like, I don't know. I was lucky that he told me the idea. I did it, did a couple videos. I did Ariana Grande. I did a G-Eazy video. Nothing was really like catching. And then I did a BTS video, and then it just took off. And it was,
that's your most viewed video, isn't it? The BTS one?
No.
Or is that the PewDiePie one?
My most viewed video, I think, is a League of Legends one.
When you rapped on it, or the one you did a rap on, or
reacted
no,
to League of Legends?
it was a reaction.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's right. Wait, did you make a beat for them or a rap or something? I thought you did something with them too.
I met with them recently, and we kind of like built the relationship a little bit more and stuff like that.
Yeah, built the relationship. Yeah.
That's a big ass company.
If you want to know, like, basically I would have to present them something. So kind of the pressure is kind of on there, and they're not going to be like, oh, Joe sent us a song. Sure, we'll do it. No, it's got to be like, this needs to be fuego. Otherwise, hell no. We're deleting you off social media. But yeah, that was basically, honestly, the subs have just been going up since then. And I don't know. Of course, I've been consistent, and I've been doing stuff like all the time on my YouTube channel. And then
that's the number one thing on YouTube, right? Consistency.
Yeah. But that BTS reaction video, yo, that is what catapulted me. I was sitting at 1,200 subscribers for a while. Before that, I was doing all the crazy stuff you could think of. I was getting every trending video on whatever was trending and making a rap about it as soon as it came out. And then I would put out a video. Even if it was a music video that was trending, I would make a rap about the music video and like put that out and like stuff like that. But nothing was really like catching. I had screw it. Let's talk about it all. I have burner accounts that I would like have all these fake accounts.
I had them too, bro. I had them too.
Go in the comment section, say a comment, or put a comment on the video, like promoting myself, and then use the burner accounts to
like
upvote, and then that was the wave. That works, to be honest.
We do it on our personal accounts, like
yeah. So
Not
I
Bro,
mean,
one point-
yeah.
At one point, I had like 17 Google accounts,
Oh my.
and like, I would
yeah, I
go
got more
through-
than that. I definitely got
Yeah.
more than that.
I mean,
but
seriously, that was part of the stuff that we did, and I'm pretty sure that's illegal. So let's not talk about this too much.
It's
Go ahead and
illegal?
edit that part out. or
It's
what?
like
It's kinda
no,
like
you can keep
botting.
it. I don't give a shit. You can keep it. Yeah, it's halfway like botting, so I don't know like where that
Hey,
falls in the realm.
It was in the
Really?
past.
I don't think it is because it's all organic. Like it's me
True.
doing
Well,
it.
you're
But
technically not supposed to have
technically it's
more
not.
than but you're not supposed to have more than 2 Google accounts per phone number. I know that.
I got 19 phones.
Well, we're fucked too now.
Yeah, I got
because-
One for like 18 for the loads.
But yeah, sorry if we ruined your guys'
Listen, I
career.
tried to
but
do. Yeah, it's whatever. Joey was talking.
there's not
Joey,
enough room
by the
for both
way,
of us. Yeah.
your League of Legends reaction is your 6th most viewed video, so you can suck a big cock.
No, it's not. The
Yes,
the
it is.
KDA one, the purple one, where I'm like,
that's your 2nd most viewed.
so what's the first one? Is PewDiePie?
PewDiePie. Yeah.
Oh,
PewDiePie.
shouts to
Oh,
PewDiePie.
bro,
The
Crypt
song
knows
is
better than you.
The song
All right.
or the reaction?
It's like
Reaction.
reaction.
That sure as hell wasn't a song. But
I'm doing some research. I'm gonna look at Joey's biggest song now. You guys keep the interview going.
Okay, so
Alright.
we talked about like how when you guys were like littler and starting off. Where do you guys see yourself in like 3 to 5 years, or like the end game for rap or producing?
I don't have much of an end goal per se. I get asked this question a lot. Like I've had like big time people that I've talked to asking me this question, and I never have a good answer for it. I just, I'm going with the flow. I'm reading situations as they come. Obviously, I want to continue to grow my music and expand, but like I don't want like 10 million subs in 2 years or anything like that. I don't have anything like that. I'm just playing it by ear.
yeah, the honest answer is the same thing for me, yo. Every time someone asks me that, in the back of my head, I'm like, damn, I should really like set goals for myself. Like, it's kind of hard to get somewhere if you don't know where you're going or whatever the damn phrase is. But yeah, I think it's the same thing for me. There's just new opportunities popping up every day, and I'm just going with the flow. And I know that I'm staying afloat right now, doing what I'm doing. So just trying to level up every time. And yeah.
Fair enough, man. I mean, is there like to further his question? I mean, is there a point where you want to get to, like, do you want to sign to a label? Do you want to have your own label? Do you want to just be a YouTube presence and just entertain? Like, is there more than? I mean, you guys are already doing everything. You got a podcast, you guys rap, you do reactions, you do producer reacts, you guys do all this other
You
shit.
be live
but-
streaming him playing games.
Yeah, you guys do
This shit's fun, bro.
all kinds of shit. The scary games and shit.
Yeah, dude.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I just decided to randomly do that one night. I had a big fun time doing that. But I mean, mine are more like personal life goals. Like I want to retire my parents. So obviously I want to make enough money from music one day to be able to pay my parents' house off, give them enough money to where they don't have to work anymore. Because my parents, dude, like they had 6 kids by the time they were my age. And I can't fucking imagine that. Having 6 kids right now, I'd fucking shoot myself in the face. Like that is just crazy that they were able to do that and raise all of us at such a young age. Like I feel like they didn't really get to enjoy much of their life per se. Like they always had responsibilities that they were constantly worrying about. So I definitely want to try to retire my parents as soon as possible so they can enjoy the rest of their life together and go do some shit and not have to worry about
100%
working.
feel that, man. I'm the oldest of 8. I'm 34. My dad's 52. Like,
Oh yeah,
I get it.
Gotcha.
100%.
I don't have anything good to follow up with that one.
got sentimental on his ass. He don't know what to do.
Yeah, no. What was the question again?
Just like, aside from just being like YouTube entertainers, did you want to like sign to a label, make your own label? Like you probably maybe start your own production company or engineering or something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm actually pretty lucky that I've learned about production
Bars.
and engineering. Oh wow, not intentional. But yeah, I think I was pretty lucky that I got into production and engineering, kind of forced into it because that's something I could do till I'm dead. Like no one cares if it's an 80-year-old guy doing the engineering and production and stuff like that. So I think I just hope to do that for as long as I can because music's what I love to do. I mean, starting a label is something that I always was thinking about doing because I always used to look up like to Jay-Z and Diddy and like the real heavy hitters in the game, like maybe not the best artist, even though I think Jay-Z is a really good artist, but like Diddy isn't. But like his like, but he's a businessman. You know, that's all I wanted to be. That's all I wanted to be. So I don't know. I think that would be like a little. I don't think that's my calling though, by any means. I think I'm just meant to create, and you know, hopefully I just make a living off of it for as long as possible. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and labels scare the shit out of me. Like I've had a couple contact me, and it's like I'm scared to even open their emails because I feel like I'm gonna get roped in somehow.
Yeah.
I love, I love being on YouTube. There's its ups and downs of it because Joey and I can literally do whatever the hell we want to. We don't have to answer to anybody. We can post music whenever we want to. We keep all the royalties from it. Like we're just our own boss, and it's awesome being independent. The side note is like, people don't particularly take YouTube artists seriously at this moment. I mean, there's a handful that make it out, but people don't particularly take them too seriously. And like, there's connections that we don't have that labels do have. But I don't know. The offer would have to be absolutely spot free, perfect for me to take a label.
Yeah. No, all right. So I disagree with the fact that people don't take YouTube rappers, as like real rappers, because there's real rappers that are fucking with YouTube rappers now. Real label sign rappers are independent, like tech. Like he's wearing your sweater and shit. Like that's crazy, right? But oh, go ahead.
I'm saying it's not necessarily like that nobody takes it seriously. Obviously, there's some guys that fuck with us, but like as the general consensus outside of YouTube is like, oh, is a YouTube rapper? Like,
yeah, it's still
come on.
just like the stigma around YouTube rap.
Yeah,
like it's just a
of course.
rapper. Like
That's I was just talking to my brother about it. Yeah, like an entertainer. I just talked to my brother about it the other day because he's a huge Anthony Fantano fan. So he's like, he wants to be the next music critic, I think now, or something like that. And he gets into all these arguments with people on Facebook all the time about every time they say something music related. But I was like, what do you think about YouTube rap? No, who just put out an album? KSI just put out an album.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you think about KSI? He was like, I was like, what? He was like, yeah, he's a YouTube rapper. I was like,
oh,
okay. So I was like, but he doesn't follow the YouTube scene at all.
Yeah.
So it's always good to get this input from people outside of it to see like, what can we do to change this narrative? I think it begins with collabing with other people outside of the YouTube scene.
Yeah.
I think that's huge. That's.
I guess we'll see with KSI because I mean he got a ton of huge mainstream features on that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're also like mainstream, not just label rappers. Which I think there's so much talent in YouTube as YouTube rappers, whatever you want to call it or classify it as. But I don't even think it's a bad word. Like people say, make it to be like a bad word. But I think there's so much talent and there's so many rappers that are unknown, like criminally underrated. And they need to be seen. And like that's why I appreciate what you guys both do. You guys are reacting or putting people on like the Cypher or whatever it may be. You guys are bringing these guys up, and that's fucking awesome in this scene. I appreciate that from you guys.
Yeah, you could really thank Crypt for that. That was his idea from the jump. Just hit me up, said, hey man, I want to do a rap thing with 10 people. Can you make me a beat?
We pulled that up the other day. It's like I want to do a song with like 10 people. Can you make a beat for that?
Yeah, that's how it started.
That's literally how YouTube Cypher started. But dude, I remember what it was like not having anybody like try to help me out, and I was like begging people to help.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's like that in real life too. Like now that I've made a little bit more money, like I still give out money to people and like try to help people in need because I remember what it was like. Like when I was just 2 or 3 years ago when I was in college. Like I would have 4 cents in my bank account for weeks at a time, like just struggling, didn't know where my next meal was coming. I mean, I knew it was coming from, but like, I didn't know what I was going to eat next. Like it was a fucking struggle. And so, that's the way my parents raised me is to never forget where you came from. And that's why I continue to always try to help out as much as I can. Because it can end like that in an instant too. Like I could instantly fall off and nobody give a shit about me anymore. Yeah. So like you're never always going to be on top.
Yeah. Life could humble you really quick.
So I want to get into something. Just let me know if you don't want to talk about it. But I saw a tweet from This Offends Me TV, and he tweeted out to Dwayne, and it was about Shofu. You guys know who Shofu is, I assume.
Yeah.
Shofu reacting to all the YouTube Cypher Volume 1, 2.
Oh yeah, he loved it, man. We were
Hating,
flattered.
bro. Fucking hater, bro.
I watch
Listen,
it
bro,
every
he-
morning
he-
from.
he
to
liked
lighten
my
up my
verse,
day.
so I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling back here.
That's why I know what you guys thought about that. So, no.
I mean, it's hard to tell if he was being honest or if he was trolling or if he was just flat out hating or if he was salty. I don't understand the saltiness because his Pokemon Cypher did really good. But so I don't know. I'm just left with the intent that either this man does not like me because he was really going at me pretty hard. He was saying he didn't like other people's verses because of me.
Yeah, and he
so it was like, I don't know, bro. I guess he was being, I don't know. Maybe he was being genuine or maybe he just needed some kind of something drama related to spice up his stream more. Otherwise, he might have thought it would be boring. But I don't know. I've been told that the community tends to be a little toxic. And
Well, yeah.
so I don't, yeah. But I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know anything about that side of YouTube or anything until this whole Pokemon Cypher thing happened. So,
I mean, my experience with Shofu, like I knew about the Pokemon Cypher, and I remember talking about it in a video. I was like, dude, that's fucking dope. And then like I had never talked to Shofu ever. And then when I won the Poppin' Challenge, he put out a tweet like saying my verse was shit, and that like I was on a song dissing mumble rappers and all this other stuff, and like it's just super disrespectful. And I had never talked to the man. I was like, Jesus Christ. So I just like responded to him. I was like, hey man, my music's not for everybody. Like it's not. I understand that. And then like he just kind of realized he was being a complete dick for no reason, and he apologized. But like I'm still sure he hates my music, but I think he halfway respects me as a human being now. I don't know.
Well, there's
He
no
liked my verse in the Cypher. Which was strange.
Bro, speaking of, that verse was, I think, your best verse. And I honestly think that you've been getting better. Joey's beats getting better. Joey's rap's getting better. Like, you guys are just, I mean, obviously, if you keep working at something, you're going to get better. But that verse you had, dude, with all the fucking Lindsay boredom, like, come on, son. Like, all these schemes and these, that was crazy, son.
I appreciate you, man. And that's just, like you said, that's just from doing it for so long and continuously practicing and just learning from other people too. Yeah. Like Joey has taught me so fucking much about my music in general. Like this Joey right here, the guy that I make fun of all the time, has elevated my music skill way more than anybody else has.
Because he keeps it real.
Weird to say. Yeah, of course. He tells me when I sound like shit, which is 90% of the time.
I bet you, I feel like a lot of people know what I know and just don't say it.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I think that's the biggest problem with YouTube artists right now, because there's some, I'm not going to even say the names, but there's some artists that just put out music that just isn't good. It doesn't sound good to me, at least. I know it's subjective, but there's some like, come on, like this does not sound good. This man's mic is extremely distorted. Yeah. He's singing an auto-tune that's not even in the right key. There's like all this stuff, and it's like people are like, yo, fire, this is crazy. I just called the fire department. My house just burned down. Listen to this. And it's like, yo, I'm like, come on, yo.
Bro, honestly, that's why I respected when you, Joey, reacted to, I was in your first live, and you reacted to our song, and you fucked with it a little bit. You were like, there's some things like the beat's kind of like outdated, this and that, but I was like, holy shit, like, because I know Joey roast motherfuckers, and you kind of fuck with it, so I was happy about that.
Yeah, all it is honesty, yo. And if I just sit here and say, yo, that was dope. Yo, guys, thank you for the donation. Let's listen to your song. Oh, that's fire. Yo, that's crazy. Da 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 da. How are you guys not bigger? Like saying all that stuff. I hate that, yo. How's that gonna get you better? You're gonna think you're good enough already, and then you're just gonna stay where you're at. So that's
what 100%. Like we're not obviously we're not as big as you guys, but we still get like crazy amounts of people like, hey, can you react to our song, this and that, and like if it's bad, we just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Or we'll just do it and then be like, yo, this is like
keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Saying what they can improve on.
Yeah.
That's the biggest difference than just flat out just hating on somebody. But I don't know.
And that's why me and Joey have gotten along so well over these last few months, just constantly working with each other, is because neither one of us are afraid to tell each other how we feel about the stuff that we're doing. Literally last night we were in a call and I was telling him about how our albums got reviewed online and how we just had some horrible reviews. and was like, let's go back and listen to Tales from the Crypt. And we listened. I was like, the minimum I'd give it is a 6 out of 10. And then we listened to the whole thing. Joe was like, yeah, I can see why somebody would give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, dude, fuck you.
Nah, but everybody has different tastes, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, so like, do you think somebody that listens to Rich the Kid every day and reviewed that album, do you think they would rate it high?
Of course.
Probably not.
Yeah, because it was fucking great, Joey.
Would you say that does listen to it? Yeah. If you listen to this person all the time, of course you would rate them higher. There's bias too in this, right? In this game we're playing, this YouTube game.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So go ahead, my bad. I took your question.
So like speaking of like rap in general, what is your guys' like thoughts on like the current state of hip hop? Like, do you think it's in a bad place, good place? Like, is it progressing further than it was? Because a lot of people like to say it's dead. Hip hop's dead.
It's definitely not dead.
No, 100% not dead. And I think people have this not weird view of me. They perfectly have a legitimate reason why they view me this way. But like, I fuck with the rap scene right now. I know I've been on some songs that have been dissing modern rap scene and stuff like that, but they were older songs. And like the Death to Mumble Rap song, I wrote my verse in like May of last year. So it's almost been a year since I wrote that. But the song like just came out not too long ago. And, it's just, I'm not a huge fan of dissing the mumble rap scene. And I appreciate the artistic value that it brings, the different sound. Because if everybody's like constantly just going bar heavy all the time, like it gets oversaturated quick.
Yeah, didn't you also, pardon me, I didn't mean to interrupt. Didn't you also tweet or put something on Instagram about how you didn't like that you were on that song or something like that? Or along the lines of that?
Well, I didn't agree with the song, and like Luke knew that straight up. I told him back when he asked me to do the song, I was like, man, the idea's kind of played out. I don't really want to do this.
Yeah.
And he pushed the song off, and that's when we did the song Rise with me, him, and Chase. And then he brought it back to my attention saying that, Futuristic and Mac Lethal's going to be on this. I was like, you know what? Luke's my brother. Like, I fucking love this guy. I'm going to be on a song with Mac Lethal and Futuristic. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But like, that's not how I feel about the whole situation.
Yeah.
And Luke knows that. Like, I'm not putting him on a blast or anything like that. Like, he knows that, and he's retweeted me saying stuff like that before. Like, he understands it.
Yeah, I think there's something for everybody right now in hip hop, and nobody's forcing you to listen to Lil Baby or whatever. I like listening to it sometimes here and there. One person I can't get into is like Gunna. I don't know. I don't see the appeal too much with that, but I like Lil Yachty and like all that different stuff. But I mean, I could appreciate, a good Tech 9 verse 2, and I could appreciate all that. There's something for everybody. If you don't like something, just go listen to what you like to listen to. There's something for everyone. That's how I look at it. The Baby is getting all the shine right now and like stuff like that. But I mean, the Baby can rap. You can't say he can't rap. It's just a different style. Then I don't know. I think people are just too closed-minded when it comes to complaining about stuff like that.
Yeah, because that was me. I was 100% closed-minded for a long time, and it took a long time for me to be open-minded about music in general.
No, so we started doing these reactions as like then versus now, because I'm older, he's younger. Like I'm 34, he's 19. So we did like an old head versus new head type thing, and then very quickly we realized that we liked the same type of music, and I was trying to push my old head shit on him, but he would show me some new stuff, and I was like, oh shit, they're saying so much more stuff. Like maybe I'm just stuck in the past, you know what I mean? So like, if you're open-minded and just listen, you might fuck with this, or you might like this, or you might dislike that. It doesn't matter. So like,
everything's subjective.
Going off of that, like, who is your guys' biggest influence for producing, for rapping, for whatever it may be? Tech 9 is your biggest?
Yeah, right here. I fucking love Tech 9.
Hey, we got him on the goat wall, son. You can't.
I see.
Not be able to see
the goat wall.
Chase back there. Like I'm looking. Is Chase back there on the
Chase
bottom?
is on there, bro.
It is Chase.
Hey,
Chase.
Chase.
That's the
Chase is a
Chase.
special person to us.
We have to say. All right, I'll let you guys know because we haven't really put it out yet. But Chase is just because we react to him, I guess, and show him love. He shows us a lot of love, and he actually has a song coming out with Shrug. And
dope.
Yeah. So he's
and
just
actually
giving us a
in
lot
the
of
first
love.
cipher, your cipher apparently, I don't know if it's true. He could have just been blowing smoke up her ass, but he apparently he says like I'm getting dough like the bakery.
Like a bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He commented on our reaction and was like, "Yo, that was for you." So that was like we were like, "Yo, that's
I mean, he was
crazy.
just shouting us out.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
like 3 different songs, he happened to do something that had to do with dough or bakery or
and wore
whatever.
like a hoodie that says Baker on it.
Yeah,
And he's like, "Yo, that
and
was
he's
for
like,
you."
I've been scheming about you guys my whole career. But yeah.
That's dope.
Gotcha. I've been looking at that picture for like the last 5 minutes. It's like, is that fucking Chase back there?
Yeah.
Tupac and
Right
Biggie?
under Tupac.
Got Hobson and
But
I
he's
was
right,
like-
he's right next to the Palmer Squares, though, so it's, you know.
Okay.
they all be spitting bars. You know.
But,
Yeah, I was,
oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
for me is Meek Mill. Like he's been like my favorite for past few years. I don't know, man. It's like when I was on a city bus, just like going to school and stuff like that, and like listening to his album or his mixtape Dream Chasers for the first time. That I don't know. That day has just stuck with me, and his energy and just he's so authentic to me. I just think I don't know. His energy is fire. Like when I used to sell cars, I would always listen to him before going to work, and it would like pump me up. Like it's automatic energy whenever I listen to him.
Yeah.
And I just like his hustle, and it's just I
Bro,
don't know,
he
man.
murdered Drake. I don't care what anyone says. He murdered Drake.
He did not murder Drake. Do you really think that?
I think 100% he murdered
I
Drake.
mean, everybody.
listen, I wasn't gonna say anything. I was like, okay, these guys just got discredited big time.
Wait.
I don't
If
know.
I even remember
agree.
correctly, Drake put out. Well, okay, he started with tweets. Meek Mill did tweets.
Yeah.
About Drake.
Battle. Come on now.
Then Drake did Charged Up, and I was like, what the hell is this? This is terrible. And then the next day he dropped back to back, and that was. I lived in LA at the time. They played it 9 times like in a row on the radio. Like that was.
But isn't
crazy.
Meek Mill the reason everyone thinks Drake has a ghostwriter? Because he exposed Quentin Miller doing the running through the 6 with my woes.
Yeah, I think he is the one that got.
It's
Well,
called Wanna Know, Meek Mill.
I think it was kind of known for a while that like Best I Ever Had was like written by somebody else and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But Drake could write. Drake writes songs for other people in the industry too. So
Yeah,
it's
I've
just
heard that. I've heard
that's
that.
how the music industry works. People write songs for each other.
Oh, I'm not hating on Drake by any
Yeah.
means. I just, in my personal opinion, I think that Meek Mill's killed him out. I think I just.
What
think he
happened
did.
after Back to Back? I don't even remember. I know there was like an Undertaker
It's a
theme
called
song,
War,
and
I think it was called Wars on DC4.
Yeah.
maybe I need to go back and listen again because I don't know. DC4, I started to like. I don't know that mixtape sounded a little sloppy to me by Meek Mill, just a little bit, but I don't know. It was I think my brother is the one who said it sounds like it got mixed by a monkey or something like that. Like,
Jesus Christ. What an odd thing to be mixed by.
I know.
You remember.
But
My choice would have been it's mixed by someone that doesn't know how to mix, not a
Yeah.
fucking monkey.
I don't know. That's what me and my brother always say. We always say like random animals. When it's like it sounds like it was mixed by an ocelot. I don't know. But yeah, it was like.
This dude sounds like an ostrich when he's rapping.
But yeah, I thought that was a huge L for Meek. But when Meek did the song again with Drake, I don't know.
Oh, that was dope when they came back together. That was dope as
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
I don't really care if he's like somebody that took a bunch of L's. Meek is my guy, even though he probably wouldn't give a damn
He
about
keeps
me
it
if he
real.
met me. But
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
fuck with Meek hard because like I love how every one of going on this tangent now about Meek Mills.
No, I love this. Let's
I
do
love
this.
how he on a lot of his songs he like the song itself and him build up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To like a climax. Like they're always
Yeah.
going up.
That's what Crypt does too, actually. If you really listen to what Crypt
Climax?
does. Yeah.
Hey, you
That's
did
what,
say, you did say you're gonna be.
Hey, yo, give me 2 minutes. Let me go dark real quick.
That's what Anthony Fantano said about you. Did you notice that that's what he pointed it out about you? when he
Yeah,
reacted?
he did. It was
He was
weird.
like, he goes,
he liked my verse too.
And then
like,
by the end of the verse, he's like, And I was like, yo, that is what Crypt does. Like, he
Yeah.
starts low
Like,
and then
kick it
goes
into
higher
high
and higher and
gear.
higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah, I don't
Okay,
know. That just
so-
gives you energy when you listen to that.
So you talk
I like
about
Meek.
both your biggest inspirations. Would you say those are both like the biggest like features you'd ever want on one of your tracks, or would you want someone else?
Oh, absolutely. Like, if I ever got a Tech 9 feature and I'm working on it, just fucking masturbate in my closet 24 hours a day. Like, I would just be so happy. Like, nothing would be better than that.
Yeah, I think Meek Mill is like the top of the iceberg for me in terms of like a song that I would really love to do. from a sentimental point, probably Jay-Z doing a song with him.
Yeah.
Because that's like the ultimate cosign, I think, in rap, to have Jay-Z do a song with you, for him to say, yeah, I guess I could do the song with you, you know, and then having him agree to do that is like a big cosign.
Listen, Joey, he just made that up so he just wanted to display his Hova impression.
Yeah, I hate Jay-Z. I just really wanted to just show that.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That was
So
solid.
So I actually listened to. There's been a couple of questions in here that have been repetitive for me personally because I listened to your guys' Papa Do, and I actually really love this this switch you guys have done into podcasting. So is that like how? I assume you guys want to keep doing this. Obviously, you're going to keep doing this. So what's the plan for the podcast going forward?
Joey and I, we don't have plans for that ever. We just take it week by week, and it's literally us just basically talking shit to each other on camera. Like, I mean, we call each other all the time, and it's usually just to ask a question, and then we end up talking for 2 or 3 hours, showing each other music and just like making fun of each other, just talking about random things. That's literally all it was. And one day we did a Q&A on his channel for the album that we released together. And people liked it so much, just watching us go back and forth and have fun with each other. That was like, yo, let's just do a podcast and see what happens. And you know, it's turned out pretty well so far. People enjoy it.
Yeah, it was a pretty spontaneous thing, but it just seemed like a simple thing to do, which it kind of turns out that it's not.
Nope.
But like the editing and uploading and making sure everything is good, like it's actually a lot of work. But it's, I don't know. It just seemed like a good idea because people were asking for it, and I agreed. You know, if it's one thing if people ask for it, it's another thing if both parties still like actually genuinely want to do it.
Yeah. And
I don't know. Just seemed like a good idea. I think our plan to grow it is definitely, you know, with interviews and stuff like that. It basically after that Q&A video that we posted talking about the album that me and Crypt made, and people were asking for it. Basically, like 4 or 5 days went by. I was driving, and I was like, "Yo, let me just call Crypt and ask him if he wants to do this." And I was like, "Yo, you want to do a podcast?" He was like, "Yeah." So it's almost like he was waiting for like me to ask.
Yeah, sure, why not?
So like he knew the question was coming sooner or later, and then it was just like, yeah. And then people liked it. That we didn't know if people were going to watch it or not. That's the other thing, or listen to it, because that's always a risk on YouTube, which every YouTuber should do. Is try something different if you're trying to grow. That's how I grew, by trying something completely different than what I was doing. So, we'll see where it goes from there.
So, Crypt, obviously your mom is your manager. I just want to know, like, in your upbringing, how did your family, like, support you becoming an artist or you doing YouTube, because that's what you started doing?
They didn't know about it until I hit like 40,000 subscribers, I think. So I kept it pretty hidden for a long time that I was doing this stuff. And it's always fun listening to my dad tell the story, which is weird because like my mom is, I'm pretty sure she's a CIA agent. She knows everything about everybody and usually always knows what I'm going to tell her before I tell her. But for some reason, she didn't know about my YouTube channel. But I used to do these rap challenges. And I remember I was rapping a Token song, trying to rap it as fast as I could. And like I was just getting so mad. I'd get like all the way through the song and fuck up at the end. I'd be like, "Fuck you, stupid fucking piece of shit," and just like say it loud as fuck at like 2:00 in the morning. And this is back when I used to live with my parents right after I graduated college. And my dad came back there, and I had my lights on, and like the camera was there. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Just making a YouTube video." He's like, "Shut up," and then he left. Like he thought I was arguing with my girlfriend at the time. And then he went back. He's like, "Did you know he makes YouTube videos?" She's like, "What?" And then I don't remember exactly how they found it, but they ended up finding my channel after that. And you know, they were just like, yeah, he does YouTube. I wasn't really making any money from it then. But then that's when the Rap Devil stuff blew up, and like I got a decent amount of money, and they realized it was like a real thing. And now, like, they send me screenshots when I hit certain milestones. My mom calls me every day. She's like, "Is there anything I need to do for you? You got features in the email. You got these brands that want to work with you. Has Tech9 talked to you today?" Like, she's just all about it. And, like, my dad, even when I go home, which is super weird because my dad is not a rap fan. Like I said, classic rock only listening. when we grew up.
Same with
And
my
he,
dad. Yeah.
yeah, he just like he asked me questions all the time. Like I'll go over there on Sundays and they're just watching reaction videos of people like watching my music. Like it's crazy, man. It really is. It's a blessing in disguise, man. I love it.
Well, so I'm gonna ask Joey a question real quick, but I wanted to make sure, like, how much time do you guys have? I don't want to take up too much time, or if you guys,
I got
cool.
all night, man.
if you guys
Yeah,
are
I'm
down to
good.
keep going, we got plenty of stuff. All right, so
Let's do it.
So same
Yeah, man, we're
question
good.
to you, Joey. Like, how was your support system for either YouTube or once you got into rap and or producing? How was your upbringing? How did that, help you do what you're doing now?
My parents have always been supportive, luckily. But it's like my dad doesn't really give a damn about hip hop or anything like that, but it's almost like, oh, he makes music. That's cool. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like, not the slightest idea of what I'm really doing and stuff like that. But my mom was always like, she listens to hip hop here and there and stuff like that, but she like mainly listens to country, but like she listens to like Nelly, like kind of like Crypt when he said,
Nelly.
yeah, when you said Ja Rule, I was like, oh, well, my mom listens to Nelly. So,
Country grammar, son.
but yeah,
Yo.
she could like, yeah.
That's a bop right there. I love
That's
that
a
song.
banger.
Oh yeah, that's the one that got her into it, I think. But anyways, yeah, they were always like supportive about it, but my mom bought me my keyboard. I was like in school bands and stuff like that, so they were always supportive about that, like went to my concerts and stuff like that, which at the time it's like, yeah, you're my parents, I guess, come whatever. But now looking back, like you realize how big of a thing that is. Like they really didn't have to stay, they could have just easily dropped me off, but so like that kind of support goes a long way. But yeah, I mean, I basically paid for everything. Like I just got jobs, working horrible jobs, and just paid for, first my computer and then just built up from there. And it's been that way all the way up till now. But I've quit jobs like while living at home and had, those awkward arguments with my mom specifically about stuff like that. It was usually the interaction with my mom, but it was always like, I don't know, stuff like that. Like I quit my job when I was 17 working at a supermarket to finish an album that I was working on, like my first album, which is called Special Dedication, which is not on the internet. Maybe I'll stream it one day though. That might be interesting.
How do you feel about that album?
I feel like, well, obviously it's trash, but it's like at the time it was all right. I don't know. It's got like I don't know. I think I gotta stream it now. But yeah, it's not mixed well. I think the mix is what bothers me the most on it. I think the lyrics are pretty good. Like I still had bars and stuff like that. Back in 2007 it was. So that was like, I don't know. But the beats were okay. It's just the mix that pisses me off.
Did you do everything? Did you do the beats, the mix, and the rap,
Oh yeah,
obviously?
everything.
Oh, okay.
Everything. Yeah, I had features with my friends up there and stuff like that. But yeah, but even during that time, like when I made the album, they weren't like salty towards it because I quit my job and stuff like that. They were just like, eventually it got to a point where they were like, you need either have a full-time job or you need to be in school. It has to be one or the other. And that's when I kind of went back and forth with that and just would stay up late working on music. And then that became a real big issue because I didn't like working with headphones on. And then my music, they would always hear it like late at night.
Yeah.
And then like there would be a lot of animosity during those times. But they really started taking it more, like realizing it was serious when it became lucrative. Same thing with like what Crypt dealt with, like seeing the money actually come in and then being like, oh, this is a real thing. Like, you're legitimately paying your bills without a job right now. It's like, yeah. So,
it is a job though.
It's a job. It's a hard job too.
Right?
Yeah, dude. There's so much that goes into this shit, man. It's unreal.
Yeah, I was valeting before this job, and I was when I was in LA, I was running in 90-degree weather to get cars for people as fast as I can, and this is harder than that by far.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, I don't know if it's the mental toll, emotional toll. You got to have thick skin to be on YouTube and to do music in general.
Gotta be creative. Gotta be working all the time.
Yeah, always be innovative on some level with new ideas, but still have something that your audience likes at the same time. So It's crazy. But yeah, my parents luckily were pretty supportive.
Okay,
Wow,
so-
that was a long answer. Yeah.
Oh, you're good, man.
Who would you guys say is like your favorite underground or unknown artist that you'd want someone to get like more shine?
Oh, I got a 20-minute answer for this. So no.
Jesus
Crypt was like, okay, well, he's obviously gonna let me answer first since he just talked. But
It's like mine's like Quadeca. All right, Joe, what's yours? Atlas is probably my favorite. I would say.
Atlas.
Yeah, his voice is
Yeah.
unbelievable,
Yeah.
and I still don't think he's gotten the recognition that he deserves by any means.
He can sing his ass off.
Hmm
Yeah.
Absolutely.
he's a great songwriter too because
Yeah.
he wrote that hook on Footsteps. That was all him. So he's like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure every hook that you hear him on, for the most part, is sung by or wrote by him. He wrote "Hate to Hate," the hook for that, right?
Yep.
How did you feel about that, by the way? Because I know you don't like when people write hooks for you. I'm
I didn't
interviewing
see
Crypt
the hook
now.
on
Sorry,
Hey,
guys.
no, we could change
It's like,
this
what
up
do
to
you-
like a podcast version
Yeah, no.
instead of an interview.
I was like, I didn't sing the hook on "Hate to Hate." He sang it.
Yeah, but you don't like when people write hooks for you a lot of
Yeah,
times.
I don't like when they write them for me and I sing what they wrote.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, I don't mind them like writing a hook and singing like as a feature on the song. I don't mind that whatsoever. I hate when like I will never let somebody write music for me and then I sing or rap what they wrote for me.
What if they asked you to write it for them? What would you say?
I would do that. I think I might have done that before. I've done it a handful of times, but I'm not interested in being a ghostwriter or anything like that.
Yeah.
So the question was who undiscovered or something you said is like really on our radar.
Well, I
Or-
got 20 minutes. I'm gonna go masturbate 4 times. Be right back.
No, it's not gonna take 20 minutes. Yeah, that
I'm
came
actually-
full circle. There you go.
I'm actually going to get a Mountain Dew. I'll be back.
Papa Dude.
All right. He's got 2 empty damn cans right there. So,
Hey, bro.
oh
It's not
god.
due. It's not due though.
It's not due though. It's Rolling Rock.
Oh okay. Oh okay. That works too.
probably better.
Damn man, who is like really on my radar? I don't know. Because I hear a lot of artists. To be completely honest, I think the most seasoned artists are getting recognized right now on
Yeah.
YouTube. I think you actually get recognized when you're actually putting out like really good content and really good songs
Yeah.
that are like done well and sound somewhat professional and things like that. But
Holy shit, he's still talking.
yeah, and I didn't even answer. That's the crazy part. I don't know, man. I would really have to think about it. I mean, I guess in terms of underrated, I think like if I think about everybody that was on the YouTube ciphers, I think Lex is by far the most underrated, at least in our scene.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I don't think she's really interested in being part of this scene though. I think she's doing her thing and getting recognized by industry heads and stuff like that. And I think she's doing all the right stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, bro. She got that Tech 9 feature.
Yeah, but
that's
she's like
crazy.
she's insanely good, yo.
Yeah,
She
she's
is
dope, dude.
insanely
She's
good.
fucking dope.
So-
Shout out to Mama Crypt for showing me Lex Bratcher.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this out here real quick, just because I think this guy is the next one up, going off of his question. Have you guys ever heard of Low the Rapper? All one word.
I've not heard
No,
of the rapper
I've
until
not.
you guys mentioned him.
I think you guys should definitely check him out because he is unreal, and me and Joey were talking off camera prior to us setting this up. He's signed by Daylight. Daylight signed him, and he's moving out to California. You guys should check him out because I'm trying to help. I'm trying to do kind of what you do, Crypt, to be honest, because like I fuck with all these little guys that no one knows about, like Trippy J, Lil Dobbs, all these people that no one knows about, right? And we're slightly bigger than them, so we're trying to give them a little bit of a bigger platform. And I think Low the Rapper is the next one up. And I think you guys, if you get a chance to, when you get some free time, check out Low the Rapper.
How do
First
you
of
spell
all-
it? Is it like
LO and then just the rapper. It's all one word. Just
Yeah.
LO the
Was-
rapper.
LO the rapper?
Yeah, he's bigger on like Spotify and Google Play and
Okay.
SoundCloud than he
Gotcha.
is on YouTube. But
He has like 1 or 2 songs on YouTube, I think.
Yeah.
What kind of music does he make?
he makes very
It's kind of like
like
boom bap, bar heavy.
yeah,
I figure bar heavy since
Yeah,
Daylight
very
signed
bar
him, but
heavy,
yeah.
but the thing with Daylight, it's interesting, yo, because a lot of battle rappers don't usually make good songs, like
Yeah.
at all. So Daylight, I didn't even know Daylight had a label. What's his label called? Do you know?
I have no
I think
idea.
it's Quill Industries or
Oh
something.
yeah, that is what
Something
it is,
like
yeah.
that.
Quill Industries. Okay. So it's kind of interesting. I'd be interested to hear it and hear if it's like really just all about the bars when I hear him, or if he's really making like songs.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know what
well, anyway, we'll get off this because I'm just trying to give my homie a little shout out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna, my personal favorite rapper is King Los because he has bars and he can make songs. Like that's why, because he can make bangers, he can sing, he can do all that shit, but he has these really in-depth bars. Not quite like Daylight, but you know what I'm saying. So
That's why I liked Big Sean for a while. Actually, I was
Big
on that
Sean
Big
was
Sean wave because
he's so
they're
underrated.
like commercial songs, but he has the punchlines,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh,
He got
man,
the voice for it too. His voice is really, really good.
Yeah.
boy. Yeah, that was terrible. You could edit that
Yeah.
out, right? Is that- nope. Nope. It's all good.
Stick with the Jay-Z impressions, man.
Yeah, I never do those, so that was bold attempt when I did it.
Hey, that was a good one though.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hey, so Crypt, I know you played baseball. I saw your post recently. You played baseball like growing up. Did you, Joey, did you play any other sports growing up? And were your passions like baseball before you started? And what about you, Joey?
I played baseball, basketball, football, all the way up until high school, and then that's when I went to baseball only, and then I played college baseball all 4 years as well. But like I love any sport pretty much. Like I play ultimate frisbee a lot on the side, disc golf. I've done water polo before. Like anything active, I love doing it, which is surprising considering. But
hey, bro,
I
I'm right
do.
there with
I
you.
love it. Yeah, like I'm a big dude, but dude, I would fuck half these people up on a basketball court.
Yep.
You put me at the QB position, I'm
Bro.
throwing bombs
go.
all day long. Like you can't fuck with me.
Yeah, for me, it was basketball too. Basketball, I still play. I love basketball, and I'm just a huge fan of the NBA. So it's like, yeah, I think you guys are too. If I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
mistaken,
big
you
time.
had a
We're
lot
huge.
of bars that were NBA.
Yeah.
In that
was me,
song.
That was me. Yeah.
That was you. Okay, gotcha. Obviously, you're Blazers fans, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, Damian Lillard is my favorite basketball player. So
Hey,
just
that's
throwing
what's
that out there.
That's a good guy. I like Damian Lillard.
Yeah, I just
Hey,
like
he can
him.
spit,
Let's
bro.
get him on a feature.
Yeah, yo, it's
Hey, hit him up.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But baseball was my passion for a long time. Like when I was little, the 1998 Yankees. I was 7 years old at that time,
Hey,
and that's when I
that
found out about
team-
baseball.
My bad.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to
I was
interrupt.
very, very spoiled. Very spoiled that was like my first team that I was into.
The 98
Because-
Yankees ruined my entire life, bro, because I'm a Mariner fan.
Oh damn!
Oh.
Yeah.
We had the
Rip.
best record in the league that year. and
Rip.
They shit on us.
Yeah, I saw them the next year. I think I saw them 1999, and I saw them at Yankee Stadium. That was my first baseball game, first Yankee Stadium game.
Oh.
And Ken Griffey was on the team. A-Rod was on the team. So I got to see both of them play.
Yeah.
I got to see Ricky Leday. I don't know if you remember who Ricky Leday is.
I do. I'm 34, bro.
He hit an inside the park home run.
Yeah.
In Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, the first game I ever went to,
It was
inside
the
the
old
park
Yankee
home run
Stadium.
against the Mariners.
The old Yankee
yeah,
Stadium.
yeah.
I was like, the new one's a fucking porch. How the hell do you hit an inside the park home run there?
There's usually some kind of error to result in an inside the park home
Yeah,
run, and I don't think they rule it a lot of times, but
No, if you lay out for it,
you
and
have to
miss it,
screw
I mean,
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
But-
position did you guys play? Both of you in baseball?
I was baseball. I was third base and pitcher up until I got to college, and then I only pitched while I was in college.
Yeah, I couldn't hit at all. So I was a pitcher. Yeah, that was basically it. And I realized that I couldn't really throw as hard as I wanted to. So I never tried out for the baseball or like high school team or anything like that. I was always scared to throw curveballs because I know what it could do to a developing arm and stuff like that. So I just didn't mess with it.
Yeah.
And I knew once you get to like high school and stuff, it starts getting a little more advanced. So
Oh man,
I didn't even mess with it from there.
I was throwing curveballs when I was like 11.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
I knew how to throw it the right way though. Like I never hurt my elbow throwing curveballs. I hurt my shoulder because I threw too much.
that rotator?
Yeah, no, I tore my labrum
Oh,
my sophomore year of college. I played summer ball because like I would play normal in the spring, And then during the summer, I would play summer ball as well. And then I would play fall ball as well. Like I loved baseball. I would play it year round.
Mhm.
And this summer, it was the summer after my freshman year of college when I really learned how to pitch, and I was just fucking unstoppable. Like I had a game where I had 17 strikeouts, was one pitch away from a perfect game, and the guy hit a little fucking blooper over third base. Fuck you, Ryan Hinckley, if you're watching this.
Ryan Hinckley? Wait. Isn't that full pro baller now?
No, he actually played college baseball too, but no,
Why, he sounds so familiar. All right.
no,
bad.
he didn't go anywhere. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's the summer that I learned how to pitch really well. And so my summer ball coach would pitch me all the time, and I'd throw like 13, 14 innings a week and just completely shredded my
God,
shoulder.
Bro. That's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
Damn.
my sophomore season. I came back for fall ball, and I had lost like 6 miles an hour on my fastball. I was like, "What is going?" And it would hurt like hell every time I threw, and I would just like load my arm up with biofreeze. And then I told the physical trainers like, "Yo, something's wrong." They're like, "Ah, it's your rotator cuff. We'll just get it, strengthen up." So I did 6 months of rehab on it, and then the first pitch I threw fucking killed again. I was like, "Yo, it's not my fucking rotator cuff. I need an MRI. Please let me have one." And then they went and looked, and like it was barely hanging on. Like it was just fucking shredded. Yeah.
That always pisses me off when I hear that, man. Like my cousin was really good pitching in college and stuff, and got hurt, and then
Yeah, dude.
it's crazy.
Well, dude, if they would have done the MRI, I could have really saved myself a lot of harm. Because now, like, I still have a lot of problems with my shoulder. They went in and they did a type of surgery because it was torn. Like, they did a surgery. They thought they could go in and sew it back together, and I would be fine in 6 months or so. But when they went in there, it was torn a lot more than they thought it was. And so they had to add this cartilage in there that turns into bone marrow. And so, like, I have an extra bone in my shoulder. And so, like, I can't reach all the way up with my right arm. I can't hardly throw anymore. Like, it fucked me up. Like, I couldn't hardly play baseball anymore. I lost over 20 miles an hour on my fastball. I had to turn into a knuckleball pitcher. Like, shit was crazy.
Damn.
At one point, I even tried to throw left-handed.
Did
and
you
I learned how to throw
nasty
left.
knuckleball though, or what?
Oh yeah, it's fucking dirty. Like I can still throw it. Like I mean, I still pitched my last 2 years with a torn labrum because I could throw knuckleball.
Bro.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
More than you bargained for there, right?
No, that's great. I
That
love.
was, yeah, that
I
was
love
dope.
getting into this. So, like, since you guys said that, what position did you play in basketball? Wait, how tall are you? Let me guess real quick. How tall are both of you, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah,
You gotta
well,
guess.
you said you got to guess.
No,
so.
I
Yeah.
was gonna guess your position.
I want you to guess how tall we are.
Okay, I'm
Crypt's
gonna
5'9".
say.
Whoa.
You think Crypt's 5'9"? I think Crypt's 5'10", and I think Joey's like
He looked at me
6'3".
like,
Short ass beard. No, come on.
I don't know. I have no idea.
You said I'm what? You said I'm what? What'd you say?
6'3".
Joey
You got
is
me right. You got me right.
6'3". I'm
Okay.
right at 6 foot.
Oh,
Really?
6 foot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm I'm right there at it.
So what do we got?
I think there's been more insults on Crypt in this than me, and I'm
Yeah, it's really weird.
I'm happy. I
I
love
didn't mean
this.
to,
This
like-
is how.
you mean to like say you're short.
Crit's 5'9", like motherfucker.
So I'm guessing
Position, though.
Crypt, you were probably a point guard, shooting guard, and you were a small forward, Joey? Yes? No?
To be completely honest, I was a point guard for a lot of the time, but I had my growth spurt in high school, and that's kind of when I stopped playing
Oh,
organized
okay.
basketball. But I wish I understood positions a lot better. I never understood the concept of positions or cared to. I just wanted to put the ball in the basket and be the best one on the court. And now if I'm looking back and I'm kind of kicking myself, like, damn, if I really understood positions, I could have really focused on being a wing shooter or like something
Yeah.
like that, because that's kind of like what I'm pretty decent at. But
You got that stroke?
yeah, I do. I definitely do.
I was at the 5 for years,
I feel
and
you, bro.
then
Wow.
Really? Oh, just
Yeah,
were
I
you
was-
bigger, younger, or something? Or
yeah, I was a lot taller. I mean, I was taller, a little bit taller than everybody else. I wasn't much taller. I was just rough, and like would get rebounds, and just like I didn't care about hurting people, so I just get in there and get it. Yeah, but like now, if I play pickup basketball, I'm always the shooting guard. I just post up on the outside and drop buckets.
Welcome to
Very
2020. I think everybody does that.
Yeah. Well,
including
here's the thing,
Joel
though.
Embiid.
Yeah. The thing is like I don't care to get inside and get dirty, but like I always end up hurting someone, or like if I catch an elbow, like I get mad and like it doesn't turn out well. So I just hang out on the outside. I drain, and then I just like I jog backwards on the court. Like that's my thing.
I don't know if
feel
you
that.
said it, Crypt, and I see the Knicks poster, but what is your guys' like favorite teams, like basketball teams? Obviously. Knicks.
Mine is the Pacers.
He shakes his head.
The Pacers. Okay.
Poor Joey. Just
I would love to be a Pacers fan right about now. Yeah. Victor Oladipo's like LeBron, but yeah, we got.
Yo. Bro, it was so sad when he fucked up
New
his
York
leg.
Knicks.
Like, I don't even remember what happened to him. It was some weird shit that happened.
I don't
to
even
his leg.
remember what happened either. I think it was
Something to his
dunk
knee. He was gone for 2
something.
years, or not 2 years. Yeah,
Like
he
a
was
year and
gone
a
for
half.
2 seasons.
Oladipo.
Year and a half.
year and a half. Yeah.
Yeah,
In the playoffs, right?
yeah. It was before the playoffs last year.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. It might have been during the playoffs. I know I got to see him play the first time. Who did they play? Like I can't remember. I've seen 2 games. I can't remember who they played. But me and my cousin, we go every year to watch them. And this would be our 3rd year. We were going to go watch them play the Rockets and play Westbrook and James Harden. Was really fucking looking forward to that. But then
COVID.
10 days before, 10 days before,
Damn.
it's like, we're going to cancel the fucking NBA season. And then I didn't get the refund for the money.
What?
And so now, yeah, dude, they were like $600 tickets too.
They haven't
Oh
refunded
my
you guys? What the
God.
fuck?
No, they haven't. And like they said, if they resume the season, they will honor the tickets. But if they don't resume the season, they'll honor the tickets for next season if they play again.
What?
It's like, bro, like
They already
that's
spend that
just
money?
trash.
They're like,
I don't
"Thanks
know,
for your
dude.
money. We're gone."
It's just trash, bro. I was so fucking excited to watch that.
Well,
Probably
fuck.
next year, Westbrook's probably gonna go somewhere else. Like I'm not gonna get to see him. The Rockets trade every player on their team.
Yeah.
They might be
I paid
getting to that
such-
point, to
Harden
be
makes
honest
a
with
big
you.
move.
I know. Yeah, I'd be so
Um,
pissed, dude.
Yeah, yo, the Knicks. The next
Yeah.
question.
He doesn't want to talk about him.
Have you guys watched The Last Dance at all?
No,
I have not yet. I have not watched The Last
What?
Dance,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
it's kind of because I haven't been watching anything or playing anything. I've kind of been locked in, to be completely honest with you.
Well,
Yeah.
the Knicks get shit on. I apologize. They give Reggie Miller a little shout out though. So.
Oh, yeah.
listen, I might be a Pacers fan, but fuck Reggie Miller, okay?
Oh shit! Wait, why don't you like Reggie?
Yeah, why?
Because I'm a bigger Tayshaun Prince fan.
Okay. Okay,
So-
fair enough.
He went to. I'm a Kentucky basketball. It's like my number one everything.
Oh.
And
okay.
Tayshaun Prince went to Kentucky basketball. And they played. They played in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Tayshaun Prince had the best block in playoff history. So yeah,
I'm a big Meta World Peace fan.
Meadow
Meadow
Pro
World
Peace.
Really? Are you serious?
I'm trolling.
Listen, man.
Hey, he hit a huge shot in the finals. So I mean, I'd be like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
If you were a Lakers fan, I'd be like, okay, maybe that.
Yeah.
But
The thing is, like the Pacers fan thing, that's a relatively new thing. Because like I've never been huge into basketball. Like I've always liked it and everything, but I've never been huge into like professional basketball. I liked
Yeah.
college basketball. But in the last 3 years or so is when like I had money to start going to some basketball games, and the Pacers are the second closest team to where I live. So I was like,
Yeah.
fuck it, we'll go watch them. And then the first time I was there, I love the atmosphere of the stadium that they have, and like the fans there are dope. The team was dope, so I was like, you fuck it, I'll ride with them.
Well,
I'm really
you guys
lucky.
should watch The Last Dance because it might light a fire in your ass. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
It did
like
for
work
me.
ethic.
Yeah,
Ethic
it
wise.
did for
Yeah.
me. Like since I watched that, like I've made like 6 songs like back to back to back. Like I just can't stop working after a while. I was like, Jordan puts everything into it. I work a regular ass job. I work for a sign company, so I work 6 to 2:30. But then I come home and do reactions.
Those are good
and
hours.
Work with this. Yeah,
They are good
great
hours.
hours. They're great hours, especially because my wife works a little bit later, so I got time to like do this shit.
Mhm.
But it lit a fire in my ass, bro, because it's like crazy how this man's work ethic is. It's insane. But
I
my
need to.
bad.
Yeah.
Tangent.
No, I need to check it out. No, I'm talk all you want, but that's how many episodes is it?
It's 10. They're all like about
episodes?
50, 54, 56 minutes.
Yeah.
Is it on Netflix?
So
No.
I did YouTube TV, and you get a 5-day free trial, and then I quit it. YouTube don't fuck me on this after saying that.
You got to put in your card information when you do it though, for the 5-day trial,
Probably.
free trial.
Yeah, but they already got
You
my
can-
card for super chats and shit anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I bought it for a little bit and they realized it was shitty and then stopped.
Yeah, I just did the 5-day free trial, watched all of them, and then fucking canceled it.
Interesting.
I'm broke,
All
son. Fuck.
I don't know. Yeah, nah, it's all good. I mean, I really want to check it out now because I like stuff like that. That motivates me. But that's a lot of time. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Do an hour a day, maybe. I don't know.
So you said you're locked in, Joey. I want to know, like, are you guys like working on another album together? Like, do you guys have solo albums you're working on all the time? Like, what's the plans for like projects?
For me, I've just been trying to really get back on like the 1 video a day thing on YouTube and stuff like that. I have one of my biggest collabs that I've ever done coming out next Friday, and I'm announcing that tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited for that.
It's Eminem.
And me,
Hey, this doesn't come out till
one of the
tomorrow.
biggest.
This
One
won't
of the
come out till
biggest.
tomorrow. You can tell us right now.
No, that's nah.
Can I say it? Can I say it? I know who it is. I want to tell him.
I'm not gonna do it. It's pretty damn big,
We'll
right?
see. Hey,
Wouldn't
we'll
you
see.
say? Crypt.
It's your biggest. Yeah, it's your biggest.
Yeah. And then the oh my
Well,
god,
no,
did I just?
is it your biggest? I don't know if it's your biggest or not.
You didn't
It's
post
gonna
nothing
be,
on us, man. You're good, Joey. Don't worry about it.
It depends how you look at it. For how, but anyways,
yeah, it's your biggest. Wow.
okay, great. Are we good? Do you guys still hear me and everything?
Yeah, no, you're good. My dog's barking. I'll let you
Oh.
entertain him for 1 second. My bad.
Okay, no problem. So yeah, as far as you're the one that asked the question anyway, but the solo or the album with Crypt is something that we did talk about earlier today on my live stream. So we do want to do another one, but the ultimatum, I guess is the right word, that we're making is if fans could help get it up to 1 million streams on our last album on Spotify, then that's when we'll put out this
Oh shit.
next album.
Wow,
So,
streaming it.
Yeah, already.
Has-
I got about
hasn't even
20
been-
iPads back here just streaming. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it hasn't even been 2 months since the last album. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, but like I don't know, it feels a little forced to do one right now, but at the
Yeah.
same time, like there's definitely that urge. Like me and Crypt have unfinished business to like keep proving ourselves with more songs and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know. That's as far as a solo album, I'm not really working on anything that's solo. One thing fun that I want to do for a video soon that I think will do well is I want to make an entire album in one day,
Okay.
and that's making the beat, writing the song. I don't really write per se. I kind of record 1 bar at a time as I come up with them in my head. But making the beat, making 10 beats, making 10 songs, mixing them, and doing it all in 24 hours, and then putting out the video.
Damn.
Somehow chopping it up to make it a 15-minute video and putting it out. And I think that could be something. I've never seen anybody do that before, ever, where they do everything by themselves and put it out. Yeah.
I think Quadeca did something similar, but I don't think he made all of the
Yeah, no,
beats
I
and
don't think he
everything.
made any of the beats,
Yeah.
or maybe he made some, but yeah, that would be my album, I guess. But I wouldn't want people to take that serious as like my first album since getting a fan base and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much the main thing there.
And what about you,
Yeah,
Crypt, since even though you just dropped not that long ago Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah, I've dropped 3 albums in the last 7 months. It's been crazy. I did a collab album with Script, or with Screw. It's called Script.
Yeah.
And then I did Tales from the Crypt a month later. And then I did When the Sky Turns Red with Joey April 1st.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joey and I, we just work really, really easily together. Like it comes super natural. So it's not too difficult to make songs with him. As far as my own solo thing, I would want to do another solo album and release it in October again. I just love October is my favorite month. So I like to release albums in October, apparently. I don't know why, but yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at too.
Spooky.
That's spooky.
Yeah, Halloween's my favorite holiday.
Crypt
yeah.
and
Yeah.
spooky, and I don't know. I thought it made sense. Like when he told me Tales from the Crypt coming out late October, I was like, oh, that's kind of dope. I don't know if he really thought of it that way, but I thought that was good branding.
Wait, so how long have you guys known each other, and how did you meet?
I feel like
Joe-
this story has been said so much.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised when people ask it, but
I even listened to your podcast, and I haven't heard.
Yeah.
this.
wow,
Have we talked about it on the? I feel like we talked about it on the podcast.
yeah,
Maybe the live stream that we talked about it. We talk about it a lot, but the first time I ever saw Joey was when he reacted to Unforgivable, and the first time I ever heard his music, I did a reaction to my subscriber songs video, and he posted on my YouTube community page, and I listened to a song of his called Gucci, and then he replied back and said he wanted to do a collab after that, and then we made Triggered, and we just kind of stuck around since then.
That was almost 100% accurate. So yeah,
Okay.
when Crypt
All right,
put
Joe,
out,
where the fuck up?
Crypt put out a community post saying, "Hey, I'm reacting to people's songs, post links or whatever." And I posted the link, and I said, and it's weird that I swore in the post. I like blatantly swore, which is something I never do on YouTube. But I was
Check
like,
my shit
"F
out,
it."
motherfucker.
No, I didn't say that. That probably wouldn't have got me far. But I said, "F it," down for a collab, by the way. And I put the link there. So I just basically shot my shot.
Yeah.
And he checked it out, and he didn't listen to much of the song at all. I listened to like 25 seconds.
I listened to a minute 49 seconds. I looked yesterday.
You did not listen to a minute 49 seconds.
Motherfucker, I did. We'll
You
go back
did
and
not.
look. The beat doesn't drop until the last part of the song.
That's not true. See, that's
That's
how I know
true.
you didn't hear the whole song to this day. But anyways,
Oh shit.
yeah. But that was basically it. He listened to it, he vibed with it, and right on the video, he was like, he like read my post saying "F it down for collab." By the way, he was like, "Oh hell yeah, I'd do that." And the crazy part that happened that me and Crypt don't talk about, I don't think ever, but Crypt followed up with me about doing the collab. Like,
Damn.
I didn't even reach out to him after that because I was kind of like, I need to make this song at first. I don't want to. I hate approaching artists without a song ready
I feel you.
for them to
Mhm.
jump on. I hate, yo, let's do a song. All right, cool. You got the beat? Nah.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Yeah. Like,
Well, then what do you want to do
just
here?
wait
Like,
till I
yeah.
send you this song. Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
gotta have it
Crypt
ready.
hit me up. He was like, yo, when are we doing this collab? I was like, oh, this is like really going to happen. I was like, all right.
Gotta
Well,
do it.
yeah, then I just found a beat that I thought would work best for us and send him the song. And he was like, yo, this is actually kind of crazy. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it
I
was
gotta use the restroom
basically
real
that.
quick, so I'll be right back.
So
That's
we've
how it
been
happened.
So that's how that happened for us for Chase, because he posted a Instagram post. If you comment on my YouTube video, whatever video it was, I can't remember now. He said, I will comment back or I'll give you $100. So I commented on his video and I said, do a feature. And he said, fuck it, send me a song. So we sent,
Ooh,
we had a beat that we own the rights to, and Shrug already recorded his verse, and I hadn't recorded yet. And I was like, bro, just fucking send it to him. And he's like, are you sure, bro? This is like our first song that we own the beat to. And I was like, send it to him, bro. Fuck it. Like,
yeah, no, that's
So,
a big deal to
yeah,
do a song
well,
with Chase.
and
so.
also he wants to be the rapper. Like, I just want to I want to be like on YouTube and entertain and just have fun with my brother. Like, this is a
I love
good
that.
chance for
That's
me to
dope.
do it with my little brother.
Yeah.
So is there anyone else that you guys just love doing? It doesn't have to be a song or a feature or collab, but like kind of like what you guys do, just fucking with each other, doing stuff, entertaining. Is there anyone else that you guys just love to be around and do that with?
Vin J, hands down.
Vinjay?
Yes.
Mine would be Moxus. Moxus isn't really
Yeah.
like on a YouTube rapper. He's not a YouTube rapper at all. The man does not make YouTube content. He's not a YouTube. He shouldn't be in that conversation. But apparently, as soon as you jump on a YouTube cipher, people call you a YouTube rapper. Have you noticed that, Crypt?
Yeah. I
So
was
do you
calling
guys
him a
really
YouTube
want to be on
rapper
the
before
cipher?
then. No, I always thought he was a YouTube rapper
Yes?
before then. Like,
I feel it. It's definitely a good opportunity. But yeah, you said before,
Wow.
before what?
before the ciphers. Like, I always
Oh,
thought he was a YouTube
yeah.
rapper before all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know much about it because the first thing I ever heard from him, I did the same thing. I reacted to subscribers' songs, and he had a song that he did that I reacted to because he commented on my post, and I listened to it, and it was fucking dope. And I was like,
I
damn,
didn't
this
even know
guy's
that.
Yeah,
Mox is pretty
Yeah.
nasty. I fuck
Mox
with
is
Yeah.
a dirty.
Moxus knows how to make songs too, and that's like, I don't know. When I do a song with Moxus, I don't gotta worry about being extremely bar heavy or anything like that, or keeping up with him. I just gotta bring out as much swag as possible just to
Yeah.
match him. And he's just, his energy. Like, I was lucky. Like, our song. I don't know if you got to hear our song "Timeless" that we put out. It went out on his page.
I'm pretty sure I have heard it.
Had a good
I think
time.
I
Had a good
have.
time for it.
Yeah, I think I've heard that for sure.
Yeah, that was the
Have you heard
first
Timeless?
song me and Moxus did.
Sorry,
Yeah,
he
did
was
he
correct.
did he hear it?
Have you heard
I'm interested
Timeless
to-
by Moxus and Joey Nato?
I do not think so.
That was the first song me
It's
and
a good
Moxus
song.
did together. Yeah. But I was lucky. We got to do that in the studio together in Arizona.
Ooh.
And like,
For real?
his energy is just so fire, yo. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even care if he gets mad about this, but he's a little difficult to work with in terms of communication. But But you know I'm not like number one priority or anything like that. So maybe that's a little pompous to
Bro,
say
he
that.
probably ain't gonna see it, bro. We got 5K.
Yeah. Well, I'll make sure to share this with him and be like, screw you. No, but yeah, he's like, yo, he's so fun to work with. His energy is fire, and yeah. So
Yeah,
that's my answer.
Vinjay's mine. I haven't met Moxus in person, but I already know I'd vibe with him. I fuck with Moxus.
So why? Just Vinjay is just dope as fuck, or what?
Oh yeah, like we did a whole podcast episode with him, and like you can tell in that episode just like what his personality's like and how just easy he is to be around. And I met him and Joey on the same day, or
same week.
Maybe it's the same week. Yeah, it was the same week, and it was a good time. Fun, always a fun time with Vinjay.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
It surprised me when I met Vinjay because he always seemed like very serious. Like, I'm doing this. This is what I do. I do music. I'm a rapper. Leave me alone. Like, I don't know. That's how like he came off to me. And then when I met him, I was like, no way. Like, this dude is so down to earth. He jokes around with us. Like, he could take he has humility. So you could like rank on him and he'll like know it's a joke and like feed into it and stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know. I love Vinjay, man. That dude is nice.
Yeah.
So
very
Crypt,
lovable.
You obviously came from like Call of Duty and stuff. Do you still keep in touch with like any of the Red members? And Joey, were you ever like into gaming?
Well, I actually texted Kiwis yesterday, I think. Just kind of, I always hit him up every few months just thanking him because he gave me my first initial breakout of anybody. I went from like 200 subs to 1,000 subs because of him, and like people started to fuck with me a little bit more. And like he gave me several shout outs over the years, invited me out to his house, you know, recruited me to the team that he was in. He did a lot for me. The one time that I quit YouTube, he talked me out of it and like brought me back towards all this stuff. So like Kiwis, I owe a lot to him.
He is
for
in
sure.
FaZe, right?
No, he's they were going for FaZe, but he's in a team now called LG. It's an esports thing.
Oh, okay.
He's a fucking millionaire now. Like they just they run shit. It's crazy. Okay. But yeah, I still talk to all those guys. I sent them my first album ever with a T-shirt, and maybe I don't know if I sent T-shirts or not, but like I send them my albums whenever I make them just to show them thank you. Like all those guys, like I know I could call them anytime I want to and just chop it up with them.
That's dope.
That's it.
Is he the one that gave you a 6 out of 10? So
no,
thanks for the free album. 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10, bro. Now he's the one that gave me a 25 out of 100. That guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So for me, I never got into like professional gaming or anything like that or joined any teams. But at one point, unfortunately, I'm not proud of this at all. But on NBA 2K, after I moved back from LA the first time, because I moved there twice. But after I moved back the first time, I became the guy on NBA 2K Online that had a 560 record or something like that. God. And was like, yeah, just completely obsessed, up all night. Crypt's a hater, yo. But yeah, I'm not proud of it at all because that was just a lot. That was a really bad time in my life. My computer wasn't working. My car wasn't working. My phone wasn't working. I had 2 jobs that I hated. My friends were all still in LA while I was back home. My parents were like always mad at me because I was always playing the game and not being responsible. I was drinking a lot. It was bad. It was the worst time of my life, I think.
Damn, man.
And I lived out of my car before for a little bit. That was worse. So
Damn, well, you fell and then you came back. That's how it works. You got to put that work in.
Lucky.
You're welcome, Joe.
Into the lucky thing.
You're welcome, Joe. Oh, shit.
Bro.
No eyebrow having head ass. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, we've been making fun of Crypt apparently, so my bad. I had to shout one. I'm just kidding, Joe. I love
it's
you,
all
bro.
good.
No,
it's all good, man. It's just a thing now. Like at first, it used to be like the ultimate hate comment on my videos. Like
I didn't even notice until the podcast, bro.
I didn't notice.
I didn't notice. I brought it up. Like
They're
the
just
second
blonde.
you brought it to my attention, I was like, "Holy shit! Where the fuck are his eyebrows?"
Oh my god! All right,
they're there and they're.
This, bro.
It's like, dude, this guy literally has no eyebrows.
I'll let you guys make fun of each other, but I fuck with both y'all, so I'm not trying to do that. My bad.
I think it's more awkward if like we're getting interviewed by somebody and they're like trying to be too polite to us. Like I like.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, all
when
right,
it's like
enough.
so
we're sarcastic as fuck with each other, but
yeah, dude, like
we don't give a fuck.
It's weird, yo.
2 minutes of talking to you guys, I told you I was going to masturbate in the middle of the podcast, or in the middle of the interview. So
Yeah. So whatever. But yeah.
I mean, you be screaming like penis and shit in your videos. So.
yeah, dude, like that's just my personality.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait,
goofy
Joey, you were
and
gonna
funny
say
and-
something though. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say because like we like we're familiar with you from you like reacting to our stuff and stuff like that, and you
Man,
always
don't
like
lie to
showing
me,
love on the
motherfucker.
streams. Nah, man. I mean, I'm that person that go because a lot of people don't react to me, yo. Like, very few people react to me, so I know who does it, and I'm appreciative as hell of it. And then you guys pop in the stream and always show love and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. I like it wasn't awkward like when we jumped on a call. Like
Yeah,
I
no,
felt
not
like
at
we
all.
already had
Yeah,
communicated.
big time, big
You know
time.
what I
It was
mean?
fun,
So
man.
it's interesting how that
This
works.
has been fun. I appreciate, like I said, appreciate you guys coming through.
Yeah, man.
Is that a Crypt necklace right there? What the fuck is that? On your
if
Yeah,
you
do your
watch
little
my
rap,
video, yeah, if you watch my video today, you know, bro.
I haven't watched it yet. I got home from work and then fucking went to go pick this
And
fool
then
up
he
as soon
was
as
like,
Joey
"Hey."
hit me up.
He was like, "Crypt's ready." I'm like, "Oh shit, let's go."
I didn't say
No,
Crypt's
it's,
ready. I
He
said
said they're
Joey.
ready, yeah.
Joey hit me back.
yeah.
About Crypt and Joey, yeah.
But yeah, this is it was a sponsorship. It's a jewelry company, KRKC. They hit me up to do a sponsor for them, and they made me a necklace piece.
Hey, what's the
And so-
link? We'll put your link, whatever you put in the description, for them.
I don't know the URL off the top of my head. There's like 7 different letters in it. And
Obviously,
Well,
not
yeah,
like off
yeah,
your
you
head,
can
but like
send it
after
to
the-
KRKC.com/7AYZW_3.
Yeah.
No, it's just KRKC. Use code Crypt to get 20% off of your purchase.
Shit, did we just get an ad? I'm just kidding.
No, I rap my ads, bro.
Yeah, like
I can rap my ad if
like
you want
Ray.
to.
You can if
It's
you
the
want to promote
survival
it
of
for
the
you.
fittest. I can't remember what the rap is. But I did a rap for him. It was pretty dope.
So what's the very next thing you guys are doing? What's like the next thing?
Podcast episode. Definitely need to do one of those.
Yeah, we gotta do a podcast episode, but I have to listen to the rest of KSI's album and do a review over that before we can do the next podcast episode.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do everything great about KSI's Dissimulation album, and then I'll move off of the KSI stuff because that's all my channel's been the last
Same.
week.
Same.
And like I'm ready to. I want to put. I've been working on a new song. Like I want to just put out a song, just like one song
Yeah.
right now to
Hey,
keep
we-
my Spotify
We
going.
got a song you could be on.
Fuck you, man.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
No, I've got like 7 features that are unreleased
Bro,
right now
we're
that just aren't
I'm
out.
just kidding, bro. Like I
I'm-
assume you guys are both super fucking crazy busy because we're busy and
We don't even have
that many subs. So I get
Yeah.
it.
Well, newsflash, it doesn't stop, and it probably gets.
No.
worse.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how I look at it. It gets worse.
Yeah.
Except when you can make this your full time thing,
Yeah.
you have more time to do it, but you have more
Yeah.
stuff to do.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know, man. It never
Yeah.
stops.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't stop, and you feel super guilty all the time. Like I hate it at sometimes because, dude, I made a Snapchat to talk with my fans a little bit more, and I have 3,000 unread snaps. Like,
Yeah,
right,
it's
it's
like
unreal.
hard,
Like, yeah, and I made it last week. Like, it's just people just immediately hit it up. Like, I have so many unread messages. People always trying to talk to me, and like I just physically cannot talk to everybody. Which the old me would punch myself in the face because I was always just responding to everybody, and I
Yep,
made a pact with
same.
myself to respond to every comment, respond to everybody because it's somebody taking time out of their day to fuck with you.
Yeah.
But then it gets to a point where you literally can't do it anymore, and like you feel guilty over it.
Sometimes
Like
they
I
don't
want to.
understand that,
I
and I
agree.
understand you feel guilty for that. Like I totally feel that.
Yeah, dude.
On
Like I
both
would
sides,
love.
yeah.
There's not enough hours in the day, man. I would love to, but I just
Yeah.
can't.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta fucking live a life still, right? Work-life balance.
Yeah, dude, of course. And like people get upset with me when I don't hit them up enough, or like, the ciphers are a big thing. People get upset with me when I don't put them on the ciphers. Like, dude, I fuck with so many different people, and there's so many
Yeah.
people out there that I rock with. Like, it's impossible to make everybody happy all the time.
Yeah. Like,
And
if
like
you-
just
I
talk
don't
with people.
understand why someone would be mad for not being on that. Like if you didn't get on it, then work harder. Like. But
Yeah, and it's not even about working harder. Like, it's just there's so much talent out there.
So much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like there's just sometimes you might not sound the best mixed with these other people on the cipher.
Mhm.
Like, it is what it is.
So aside from YouTube editing, producing, rapping, all that shit, what's your guys' best talent that's not anything we've talked about yet? Like some random fucking like, are you great at beer pong? You play cornhole? Like, is there some random shit you're really good at?
Joe?
Yeah.
I,
It's probably basketball
Trying to
for
think.
me, but we already talked about that.
yeah, I mean, we've already talked about sports and stuff like that.
I mean, the thing they're really good at is what their job is.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's
Yeah,
got to be
there's
some
gotta-
hobby you do too. You know what I'm saying? Like on the side that you just enjoy. Maybe you're not even good at it. What's something you just enjoy then? What's another hobby you enjoy?
This.
I got pretty good at Madden.
Bro,
There's
let's
a
play.
cool card trick I know. I know a cool card trick.
He'll
Well, what do you
probably shit
got?
on
What do you got? Are
He'll
you on
probably shit on you,
Xbox?
dog.
I got an Xbox.
Well, Xbox. What Madden on Xbox?
I
What
mean,
Madden and what Xbox?
We could play whatever. I got the
Go buy
Xbox.
the newest one.
I got,
I got
newest
19.
Xbox, yeah.
I got Madden
19,
19.
We
yeah.
can play
19
19.
too.
We can play 19.
Oh, that's a bet.
Oh.
Well, all right.
No.
We can play one and done because I get very, very, very heated playing Madden, and I hate whoever I'm playing.
Hey,
So
bro, that's
it's
fine,
like,
bro.
yeah,
What's your favorite team?
Giants.
Oh yeah, you said that.
More
in
sadness.
Action,
Yeah.
actually.
You ain't gonna offend me, bro. Trust me.
Yeah,
There's a guy
I mean, I'm
named
not gonna.
Offend TV, or what is it?
Well, we won't be able to. We
Offend
can't
Offends me,
talk.
TV.
We can't
Oh, yeah,
talk
yeah,
while
that's right.
playing because
Please, for the love of God, put your mics in. I'm gonna hear
Oh,
just the
no.
ratchet
I wanna
shit
talk
that comes
shit
out of Joey's
during.
mouth.
I want to talk
Like,
shit during.
it'll-
that'd be great.
Keep
oh
the
my
fan
god,
up.
yo, I can't.
I just want to be in the
stand
Xbox.
trash
Like, I
talkers.
will go buy an Xbox just to be in that party and listen to this shit happen.
We'll
I
just
can't
record
stand
it,
trash
we'll post
talkers,
it.
man.
Just
No,
leave-
I didn't say I was gonna talk shit, but I want to be able to talk too, because I will.
Dude,
talk
let me
shit if
talk-
You run
Oh,
it.
you will shit
Yeah,
on him.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Just
you're
let me
gonna shit
watch
on
it from the side, and I'll be in a
Shut up.
call with Joey and just talk shit to him the whole time. Like, Joey, he's kicking your fucking ass, bro, and just listen to him.
I'll just.
I don't
Like-
know,
Be great.
yo. Yeah, I'd be down for it.
Um,
We'll talk about
I-
gamer tag and everything.
I mean, I know how to play guitar, but I guess that runs along with
Mm.
music. I really enjoy doing escape rooms. I know how to
Hey,
beat
that's
Granny.
actually fun as fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really have much else that I can think of off the top of my head that I don't already show everybody
All
that I
right.
know how to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how to wire up pretty much anything you want. I can wire your house if you want me to.
Like
like-
electrician type shit, or what do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, fuck. Like,
I'm not good at anything else, I guess.
Shut up. You gotta be, son. It's all
I
good.
can't. I know a cool card trick. That just one card trick.
You got a
That usually
deck?
impresses
man-
people.
You got a
This
deck
man
on
has
you?
mentioned the card. He's mentioned the card trick 3 times. I'm waiting for the card
You
trick to
got
come
the
out.
deck
Like,
on
he
you right
clearly
now?
wants to show everybody.
Yeah, come
I
on, show us
can't
the
really do it with
Oh.
just me.
Oh,
It has to be a participant.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
What a letdown.
Well. All right. Well, fuck, man.
Like I'm listening to Joey's music all over again.
Oh god damn it.
That's a little personal, actually, because I sent Crypt 16 songs yesterday to potentially for both of us to be
no.
on. He
Oh.
didn't approve any of them.
Not
That's a
except this
lie.
Not
I,
one.
I said one was good. Like,
Wow.
one. Yeah. Well,
To be
he
fair-
meant good for both of us to be on.
yeah, to be fair, I was like, yo, these all scream Joey Nato. None of these are
Yeah.
bad. I can't see myself on any of these except the one.
Yeah. Yeah. I got
Yeah, because I'd be singing and stuff like that. It was a lot of singing and like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Joe, you
so.
got the email, bro.
Oh.
I'm just playing.
Good luck.
Oh.
Hey, hey.
Um,
Hey, you know,
but for real, like, hey, I appreciate both y'all. We've been doing this shit for almost 2 hours now, and my wife got home.
Has
That's
it
why
really
my-
been 2 hours?
That's why my dog was barking. Well, I don't know how long it took us to fucking figure out how to get all of us in here, but, I like I said, I appreciate you guys coming through. This is awesome, but I think
Yeah,
I
it's
might have to
super
go
real
because
for that.
I got wife aggro, bro.
Nah, it's
man.
all good. It's all good.
Yeah, that's number one. Keep her happy, bro. You'd be good.
Yeah, happy wife, happy
Yeah.
life, son.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
Hey, thank you guys so much, man.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, man. Of
No
course.
doubt. This was fun. This is
If
really
you guys
fun.
ever want to like just fuck around like on another podcast style / interview, whatever, like just let us know. We're down, man. This is fun for us.
You guys
So
are super cool, man. Super genuine.
yeah.
Yeah, man, of
yeah,
course.
I agree.
Yeah, you-
I agree.
You guys
definitely.
just, yeah, I agree. We're also super genuine. Thanks, Joe.
Hey,
What? What I do that time?
He said you guys are super genuine. He was like, yeah, I agree.
Oh, is that like? No, that's not what I meant. He said
That's what
like.
you meant. You
I think
pompous
meant, like,
jackass.
likewise.
No, he
That's
said
what
this
you
was
meant.
super fun.
Okay.
I said, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But-
Well,
Whatever.
anyway,
We'll
man,
get out
I
your hair,
appreciate
man.
you guys. So,
Thank you.
hey,
Yeah,
we
man, of
out,
course.
though. Have
I
a
see you
wonderful
guys.
one.
Same.
See you guys. What do we do here? Hey, there's me. How are you guys?